This is the Intelligent Human Voice Podcast Network. I'm your host, the PatMan, from the Bay to LA and beyond. Did I say this is the Intelligent Human Voice Podcast already? Did I say that? I say what I want to say. It's my show. I'll be right back. I'm going to talk about heroes and the people that have inspired me in my life. Believe it or not, most of them are celebrities. And I'm going to tell you about that too. Look at that. I'm going to tell you about that too. See, that happens. It happens from time to time. You can do that. It's your show. You can do whatever you want to do. Anyway. If you like the jams that you're hearing, give me a shout and let me know you like it. Let me know you like it on my Facebook. Let me know you like it on my Instagram. Let me know you like it. Subscribe, people. I don't know what you like if you don't tell me what you like. You might not like something. And if you don't like it, well, don't tell me about it. Just keep going. Anyway, I am the PatMan from the Bay to LA with the Intelligent Human Voice Podcast Broadcast Network. We're going to talk about heroes. What does it mean to have a hero? What does it mean? Do you have a hero? I got a hero. I got many heroes. And most of those heroes, believe it or not, are African American celebrities. That's right. It's true. It's true. It's true. You like that one. I like that one too. It's true. Most of them are celebrities. Let me tell you why. You're gonna like to hear this. So I grew up in a single family home. I was raised by wolves, literally. I'm joking. That's a joke. No, I was raised mostly by my mom, my grandmother, a whole host of women. There's always women in the household, my sisters and aunties, and it just kept going on and on. It's like the universe said, women, be a family, women everywhere. So, I had a few uncles here and there, but my father wasn't in my life. He said some really not so cool stuff when I was a kid and didn't say anything to him ever since. Anyway, best thing I could have done for my life. But here's the thing. So the heroes or the people, the role models in my life became these artists I really looked up to. And when I say looked up to, I mean, I just basically just followed what they were doing, and whatever they were doing and whatever they had to say, I was just absorbing it on a super highway of bringing in information. Now, one of those people is Bill Cosby. And I don't care what you say about Bill Cosby. He's been in TV longer than most people have been on the earth. So, and when Bill Cosby had the Cosby Show going on, then he had A Different World coming on. Man, I couldn't wait to get home to watch the Cosby Show because I had never seen that before. I'd never seen a black couple, who one was a doctor, one was a lawyer, and they had kids, and they had issues like everybody else, but it was just good to see that. It was just good to see it, and I had never seen it before, so that's why the Cosby Show was so great for me. And then I grew up watching Fat Albert. I mean, there was always a lesson. So I don't care what people have to say about Bill Cosby, man, because and if you don't want to listen to the show anymore just from me mentioning Bill Cosby, hey, there's been so much hate going on in the world, period. I'm not going to talk about it, but if you don't want to listen to me just because I said a man's name, well, maybe this show isn't for you in the first place. Anyway, another one of those inspiring African-American men in my life was Quincy Jones, or is Quincy Jones. Quincy Jones is the same age as my uncle. He's like 85. I think he's about to turn 85 in March. But Quincy Jones, I remember seeing him in The Wiz. and not many people caught that. I was like, because my whole thing about music growing up, I always wanted to look and see who was behind the scenes of creating the music that it just felt so, it felt great to me. It felt the vibe. So I would always look at the credits. And sure enough, I remember seeing The Wiz, for the first time, and I saw the credit roll. I said, wait a minute, that was him. Quincy Jones was on the piano in gold when it was all the dancers everywhere, and he had this giant piano. He turned around, looked at the microphone, he looked at the camera, and I said, that's Quincy Jones. That's a young Quincy Jones right there. And folks like, what are you talking about? I was like, nah, I know. And then that's when I looked at the credits later on. I was like, oh, Quincy Jones behind the whole thing. Anyway, the man is a multi-instrumentalist. He's got Grammys, more Grammys to prove he has nothing. And he's one of the realest dudes I've ever read of a interview in my life. Someone posted, not someone, a drummer. His name is Henry Bernard, I believe. I follow him on Facebook. I met him out one time, a couple of times at a party, and that's how I started following him. But he had posted, some knowledge from an interview from Quincy Jones, and the dude, the original dude. He was dropping all kind of knowledge, but you got to read it for yourself. You got to find it for yourself. I'm not going to give you the link because it's not my website. But when I saw that Quincy Jones was behind Michael Jackson's music and the early Frank Sinatra music, I just, fell in love with who he is as a musician, because he's traveled, he's seen things, he's gone through stuff. The Jim Crow era, all that stuff, all these OGs that have been around, you got to respect them for who they are, because we wouldn't be making music, we wouldn't have podcast shows, we wouldn't have television shows, we wouldn't have any of these things if they hadn't stuck their neck out and paved the way for us to do these things. So you have to acknowledge the OGs for who they are. And when I say OG, original gangsters, these original gangsters. You got to be a gangster to be in the music industry. You got to be a gangster to be in most industries that's bringing in billions and millions of dollars. You got to have a gangster-like mentality. You ain't got to go around killing people, but, give them the eye, give them the eye. Give them the eye. If you give most people the eye, give them a eyebrow raise, or, they can feel your vibe when, they barking up the wrong tree, and they're not going to do it. They don't know if you're packing or not. They don't know if I'm packing. I might be packing. I'm from Oakland. It's crazy, man. I'm telling you. Anyway, I'm just having fun today. I'm actually having a lot of fun. I was indoors, putting together the website for the podcast show, and it is going to be powerful. It's going to be really focused. Create the website from scratch. It's going to have episodes on it. I have a few ideas that I'm not going to talk about. I'm just going to do them, and I'm just excited for it. So I hope I'm looking to build at least, I have a goal of 500 million followers I want to reach by 2020. And by you subscribing to my podcast show, you'll help me get to that number, because I like giving stuff away. I came up listening to radio stations in the Bay Area, and they were always giving something away, like calling in. You call in and you get this, you get tickets to this. So I like giving stuff away, because people are always giving me stuff. And I'm like, I don't need no more stuff, but I can give it away. So if you listen to my show more often, become a subscriber. I'm going to set the times and stick to those times, and I'm going to give stuff away. But you got to listen to get. You got to listen to get. Speaking of getting, I want to give a pump and a pub and a plug to the Salad Farm. It's on Figueroa. It's one of the healthiest places you can get a nice salad. Yeah, I had a joke after that, but I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it. I know what you're thinking, but I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it. But they have the best salads, and I usually go down there and get a chicken quesadilla. Woo! I might head down there in a minute, give me a chicken quesadilla. But pretty soon, hopefully, they will be carrying the Duke and Bake cookie line, and I have some new recipes that I'm coming up with. And by the way, if you're looking to purchase cookies for your loved ones for this Valentine's Day, just go to dukeandbake.com. Send me there's a box that you fill in with your email. It comes straight to me. Tell me what you're trying to spend, and I'll make that accommodatable for you, because if you win, I win, and that's how it goes. That's how it goes, people. Anyway, who else is on that list? Richard Pryor. This is why I can't really get down with a lot of comedians these days, because I really don't see the humor. I don't see the humor. When you've grown up listening to people like Benny Hill and Johnny Carson and Richard Pryor and Red Fox and Flip Wilson and all these greats of comedy, the real greats of comedy, everything else is secondary. It's like, dude, you're just repeating and regurgitating and mimicking what you've already heard in a different body and giving your own twist to it. And now opportunities to open up for you, and that's good, and I'm happy for you, but you really don't do it for me. So I rather, I have box collections of some of the best comedy ever, and I can listen to this stuff over and over and over again. It never gets old. However, I do like quite a few comedians out there. I love Chris Rock stuff because he's just so on point. Dave Chappelle, of course, Dave Chappelle. Come on. Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle. Oh, you know what? I got to throw Will Smith. I got to throw Will Smith in there. I know he didn't do stand-up, but he did the sitcom, Fresh Prince. And that show, I watched that show religiously. It was funny. It was great chemistry. It was well put together. And I heard he didn't even know, about the whole acting and the cameras and all this. Quincy Jones said he just went at it, and he was a natural. And I can see that. I can totally see that. That's how Philly do. That's how Oakland do. That's how folks from, we got talent. We got natural talents out there. We just need the right push in the right direction, and everything usually works itself out. Who else is on that hero list? Thurgood Marshall. Man, dude, come on. Are you kidding me here? Are you kidding me? The Law? Oh, I know the Law. I know a whole lot about the Law. If you don't know the Law, go out right now, go online, and order Black Law Dictionary. I don't know what version it's on now, but you need to have that in your presence at all times, and just study it from time to time. Read a few laws and see how things work for you out there. Who else is on that hero list? Of course, the stars. Michael Jackson and Prince. That goes without saying. What these guys were able to accomplish in their time here on Earth is, come on. So when you've done as much as these guys have done, you're like, all right, I'm done. I did as much as I could. Calgon, take me away. Done. I'm out of here. Peace, love, and soul. You know what I mean? Don Cornelius. Don Cornelius might be the reason I've always wanted my own radio show. This isn't my first radio show. The first radio show was in Hollywood. It was back of the newspaper. It said, "Want to be a DJ? Well, give us a call." Next thing you know, I'm a DJ. I have my own show on Sundays at 1:00. In between now, I was playing Anita Baker and the Winans and all the music I like. Throw a little Luther out there, and then I'll play a little Mr. Anderson. Dude, I had it down. That was the only way I could get my music played, because haterism. Anyway, this is the Intelligent Human Voice Podcast Network. I'm your host, the PatMan, and it's been real talking to you about my heroes. And if you got a hero that inspired you along your path, shout them out. Give them love. Peace, love, and soul.